wherein in time past ye walked according to the course of this world, according to the prince of the power of the air, the spirit that now worketh in the children of disobedience. And no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. Even him, whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they received not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And for this cause God shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie, that they all might be damned who believed not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness.
My son was about 6 months old and my daughter a little over 2 years, and I went and laid down and fell asleep. It was probably midnight, maybe 1 o'clock in the morning, and I wake up due to a feeling of an evil presence so strong that it just woke me up out of a dead sleep. I couldn't move, and the first thing I did was pray to God, give me the strength to move. I called God, I called the angels, I asked him to come immediately and help me. I didn't know what it was. All I knew is that it was the most evil presence I've ever experienced in my entire life. At that point, I was able to roll out of bed and walk into my daughter's room. And I saw her bed, and over it, she was almost encased in light, like a benevolent spirit or an angel, whatever, was protecting her. And in the dark, surrounding her bed, were alien beings of different species. There were tall reptile things, there were smaller creatures, and the one closest to me right down here, I reached down and touched it, and they all looked at me instantly, and then they were gone. And of course I didn't sleep the rest of the night. I just kept praying to God and thanking him for saving us from whatever evil there was in this house. Had a very difficult time realizing that this was something that I could not protect my family against in a physical way, in this type. The realization that it was beyond my physical. You can't bar the doors and lock the doors. They're going to get in. The only thing that saved me was my relationship with God and believing in him and asking for him to help, and he came. And ever since then, whenever we experience this, we've had shadow people or creatures come into the house, and the first thing you do is pray to God, and you live it, and we believe it every single day. It is with us, with myself and with my children, and they know, don't be afraid. When we see this, if you pray to God, they will leave, and they leave. They try, but they don't get in, because we believe in God. And I think that everyone needs to understand that so they can protect themselves. It is extremely scary and terrifying when things like this happen to you. And getting a hold of that, Sandy knows I'm a more practical, logical person. I'm not looking for this kind of thing. And if you're like me and things like that happen, knowing that God is going to be there and help you and protect you is comfort. Knowing that. Well,
you said you saw the light?
The light around my daughter. Well, I have to say, even now, just talking about it, it takes me right back there, and it makes me cry because I'm looking at my daughter who is being saved, and all this evil is in her room. Leave. So yes, I prayed to God and asked him to come and help me and give me the strength and for this evil to leave my home. And it did, and every day we pray and we put the light around each other and out in our home. I don't want evil like that around us or my children or anyone that I care about. And if people are out there that are experiencing what I went through, there is hope. And God is there to help us, and he will come. He will come, and he will help each and every one who asks for it.
And the 70 returned again with joy, saying, Lord, even the devils are subject unto us through thy name. And he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. Behold, I give unto you power to tread on serpents and scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you. Notwithstanding, in this rejoice not, that the spirits are subject unto you, but rather rejoice, because your names are written in heaven.